No ke anua iahi ke aloha o ka halialia ana mai. Breakfast with Bob, oh yeah.
Macho Man! Thank you, buddy. We are presented by EAS Sports Nutrition, Cliff Bar, Timex, Roca, Tanya Puta Resort, Rudy Project, Slow Twitch. Our next guest, Mr. Bart Aernouts, 8th 2 years ago, 9th last year. Probably one of the top 2 or 3 runners in the sport at the long distance. How you doing?
Yeah, good, really good. I feel good, adapted to the heat in Kona.
Yes.
I've been here for 4 weeks, so
this is the first time you've done that, right?
First time that I came really early, just to get used to everything, and
yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
And you've been feeling good training in the heat?
Yeah, feeling good. We stayed in Waikoloa Village.
Yes.
So it's a bit different. It's a bit cooler up there. No, but it's good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's for sure. It's probably gonna do it again next year. It depends a bit on the result as well.
Right, of course. So you were just 4th at the 70.3 Worlds and ran like a 1:14, which I think was the fastest in the top 10 of everybody in the field. So you're running, for a guy who comes from the world of duathlon, you're running consistently, and you've got to be happy with the way your run performances have gone.
Yeah, the run is always. I think it's my strength in triathlon. Even after a hard bike or on not the best day, I still have a decent run. So
right.
I think it's my strength. Yeah.
When I look at the last couple years, the 2 numbers I like is your swim. You got 2 minutes faster. You're 55, right? And your bike ride a couple minutes faster. 4:37, 4:39. For you to win this race, which I always have felt that you've got the ability to win this race, especially because of your run, what do you think you need to do swim and bike-wise?
I think the swim last year was decent.
Yes.
I came out of the water with Marino.
Yes.
Even Marino, just less than a minute down on Sebastian in the group. So I think it would have been better to be in the group with Sebastian. But still, for me, I need to improve on the bike in Kona.
Right.
The bike is where you can gain the most or lose the most of time. And usually I come in transition T2 quite far back.
Right.
And then even with a good run, it's not enough to be close to the podium. So I need a decent bike. The swim can always be a bit better, but I think the most important thing is the bike.
Is that what you've been focusing on this year?
Yeah, I'm not a bad bike rider.
No.
It's just,
there's a lot of great bike riders.
Yes, but I always struggle a bit more in Kona. I don't know why, but...
Is it the unpredictability of the winds, that they're coming out all different directions?
Yeah, I think a few things. It's the end of the season, October. Maybe not everybody is as fresh as the beginning of the season.
Right.
It's a really hard bike course, physically, mentally. It depends on the wind, on the heat. So
yes.
It's really hard to find out what's the best preparation for this race and why the bike is so hard. But I'm not the only one. Usually I struggle on the bike and it's better in the run again. And some guys, they start to struggle in the run only. They
right.
survive the bike and then the run is hard for them. So I think it's just a really hard race and it makes it interesting.
It does make it interesting, right? I mean, there was a point you were doing duathlon for a long time. When did you decide that it was time to move to triathlon?
Yeah, originally I started with triathlon.
Yes.
The first, I think I did 2 triathlons the first year, but yeah, I was not the best swimmer, and
right.
I thought I'd just give it a try in duathlon, and then because of the performance in duathlon, I stayed in the sport, but I was always dreaming about triathlon, so it was just a matter of time to make the switch, and so I'm still happy that I made the switch, and it's an amazing sport, and triathlon is still growing, and duathlon it's
really
a bit the opposite.
Duathlon's gone the other way.
It's the other way. So I think it's a good thing that I made the transition.
When you look at your best races, what do you look at as the best race you've ever had in triathlon?
I think in the full distance it was the Ironman Nice, the year that Frederick won.
Yes.
2013, I think, and I got second. But it was also I had a really strong bike performance. So that was actually the first time that I had a strong bike in Ironman. In half Ironman, I'm not struggling that much with the bike.
Right, yes.
But that was the first time that I was running a 2:37 marathon after a really strong bike. I think that was the first time that I thought, yes, Ironman is something for me as well. It's not just a half Ironman. But it's just it's in Kona. I always had a decent race.
Right.
I never had a bad race. But it's not. I never had the day where everything works, and the amazing day that you need to be on the podium.
It's really true, because I look at from second place to 8th place last year. I think it was 4.5 minutes separating second from 8th.
Yep.
and there's a lot of position changes that happen in that group. Those 5 minutes between first and second, but then everybody was bunched together. The competition is so deep across the board.
And it's every year the same, because if you look at the start list, it's really hard to pick a few favorites or to pick a few guys that you think that's for sure top 10 guy.
Right.
It's so many good strong athletes, but it's a world championship. I mean, it should be like that. So it's just a really interesting race, and it's really hard to predict how it's gonna unfold on race day. And so I like it. And for me, the biggest change that I made this year is I focused 100% on Kona. So the rest of the year was like warming up a bit.
But so you were training through those events.
Yes, and I was building up a bit slower because I told you before, it's October, it's end of the season. It's really hard to be fresh in training, mentally as well. So I just had a really easy preparation beginning of the year, and building slowly towards Kona, and it's my main goal. So
right. Yeah. Well, and the deal is you've run 2:44 here. You know you can run fast on this course. Somebody's going to run sub 240.
Yeah, it depends on the day as well, because I think I had 2 years the fastest run split, and it was never under. I mean, 2:44 is fast, but
yes,
I never had a really fast edition in Kona. It depends on the heat, on the wind, so you never know. I mean, the splits, it doesn't say anything
about this particular race. It's hard to go by splits in here.
I think just a really decent, fast run after a decent bike is for me the way to race.
So after you finished 8th here, did it change your world in terms of sponsorships and things like that? Because once you get in the top 10, you're a threat for the podium and a threat to win.
Yeah, but I think there are always so many guys that every year the top 10 is a bit different as well. Then you have guys the next year they struggle a bit, they come back and they do good again. I was really lucky that they started a professional team in Belgium.
Yes.
The U-Place team.
Yes.
First it was a Belgian team, so since then I think I only raced for the U-Place team in Hawaii, so it didn't change my team or my sponsorship that much. I was just really lucky, and I was part of the team. I'm still part of the team, and the team is growing.
Yes.
I hope to do better as well. So I think they expect more from us. In the beginning it was a Belgian team. Now it's an international team, and they have high ambitions. So I think,
You've got a tradition in Belgium with Luc van Lierde winning twice, Frederik van Lierde winning once. And what would it mean to be that next Belgian, to win this race?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I think triathlon is also quite known in Belgium because of those guys.
Yes.
Because of the Ironman wins. Because in a country like Belgium, the race really counts. It's big in the media. If you have a winner, so because of them, it's quite a big sport in Belgium.
Right.
And I think it helps all the young athletes like me as well to get a chance. Maybe that's why the U-Place team started as well. You never know. It's
exactly.
Just, it made the sport quite big in Belgium, and it would mean a lot to be one of them. But it's not going to be easy.
It's never going to be easier.
No. But I keep trying for sure. It's my 4th time in Kona, and as I said, I never had a really bad experience. So I'm always looking forward to this race. It's a hard day and it's a hard race, but
you like that.
I like it, because I never had a bad memory from Kona. Always a good. Yeah, of course, it's a hard race and you struggle. But I think if you have to walk the marathon and it's a real long day, then
you don't want to come back.
Maybe it changes your ideas a bit. But I like the place. It always feels special to be here, and I love to race the best guys in the sport. And I think that's why you need to be in Kona every year, because it's the best guys in the sport. So
at the top of their game.
Yes.
And I like the fact that this has been your focus. It means you're going to be fresher on race day.
Yeah, that's the plan. But as I said, you never know. You have an ideal plan, and the preparation was really good. I feel really good. But there are so many guys that have the same feeling, and we never know. It's you can only try to have the best preparation, but then still, race day is different. And
exactly.
Yeah, you never know.
Hey Bart, thanks so much for taking time. Always a pleasure to chat with you.
More than welcome. Yeah.
Bart Aernouts has been our guest. We're presented by ES Sports Nutrition, Cliff Bar, Timex, Roca, Tanya Porter, Rudy Project, Slow Twitch. That is a wrap for day 2. Poncho Man, take us out.
No ke ano iahi ke aloha o ka hala lia lia ana mai. Breakfast with Bart. Oh yeah. Hello everybody.